my fellow compatriots, our Nigerian youth, and our hope for the future. On behalf of my other co-authors of the Nigerian National Anthem, I thank Bisayo Usari Ekenidaju and all our colleagues in Project One Productions for this great honor bestowed on us by granting a secondary school scholarship to the winner of your poetry competition, Ms. Nmesoma Eze. This is the first recognition we have received in the country since we wrote the national anthem almost 30 years ago. Ms. Eze's poem, which is an ode to our national anthem, is striking for its literary composition and emotional depth. I will just reflect on two of the lines in her poem, which were that Nigeria we love and obey, despite reasons to disobey. And yes, Ms. Eze, the Nigerian youth have reasons to disobey. You and your generation have been described as lazy elements of the society, sitting back, doing nothing, and expecting the riches of our oil wealth to touch you. Nothing could be further from the truth. At home and all over the world, Nigerian youths are hardworking and exceed all others when provided the tools they need for success. And the riches of our oil wealth are meant to be spent to create an environment for you to succeed. In fact, it is our leaders that have failed you. They have failed to serve the fatherland with love and strength and faith. They have failed to create one nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity. They have failed to be guided by God and are unable to teach our youths in love and honesty to grow, as they neither have love nor do they have honesty. They live corruptly and have failed to live just and true. They have failed to build a nation that can attain any lofty heights, but rather they have created a nation where there's neither peace nor justice. The Nigeria you have today is a shadow of the Nigerian we had when we wrote the national anthem. Wherein before everybody had pipe-borne water, they have replaced with boreholes, affordable only by the rich. Where we had electricity and light before, they have replaced with darkness. Where we had environmental sanitation, they have replaced with stagnant gutters brimming with malaria parasites. Where we had good roads before, they have replaced with death traps. Where we had great hospitals such as UCH before, where the royal family of Saudi Arabia came for treatment, they have replaced with dilapidated healthcare facilities, where there are no medications, no supplies, no equipment, and in many cases not even running water. Where we had great schools, great colleges and universities, where scholars from abroad came to learn, they have replaced with structures lacking the very basic supplies, including even doors and windows. Where we had transparency, they replaced with deceit and opacity. Where we had judges of impeccable honesty, they have replaced with judges who sell justice in exchange for bribes. Where we had senators and representatives who believed in doing the best for their people, they have replaced with men who collect huge allowances while their constituents live in abject poverty. where we had cattle herders who plied their trade peacefully among their community. They have replaced with killer headsmen who destroy farmlands, kill and maim wherever they go. Where we had peaceful coexistence and tolerance among people of different faiths, they have replaced with Boko Haram and internally displaced people. Where we had governors and heads of states and presidents who accepted medical care from the same hospitals as their constituents, we now have men who take themselves and their families abroad for the best medical treatment, while their citizens die in poorly equipped hospitals. Where we had auditors and accountability, we now have EFCC noisemakers who, with a nod and wink, announce all the stolen money allegedly recovered, while nobody goes to jail. Where we had men with integrity, they have replaced with men who have no morals. Where we have accountability before, they have replaced with men that have no soul and have no love for their people and no love for their country. My fellow compatriots, we cannot allow the labors of our heroes past to be put in vain. So to Miss Eze and all our youth, these and much more are even more reasons to rise up and Nigeria's call obey. Throughout history, great men and women have risen up at the worst of times to condemn oppression and injustice and to build a better nation. Nigeria's oil wealth is for all of you to benefit. It is not for a chosen few and their families. Take your examples from Mahatma Gandhi, from Nelson Mandela, and from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is a time for you to emulate these great men in their non-violent resistance. Stand up and demand transparency and accountability, starting from your homes, your schools, your teachers, your principals, your employers, your hospitals, your senators, your representatives, your governors, and your president. Demand that they publish their allocations and their budget. Walk out and stay away until those in charge have accounted for the monies they received and provided what was budgeted for. Shame your senators and their representatives until they redistribute their allowances to provide services for their constituents. Where there are no facilities in schools, start a boycott until your principal has accounted for monies received and provided the facilities for which he or she received money. Where there is no running water in a hospital, all staff should boycott water supply or whatever services were in the budget. Where your lecturer demands a bribe to pass you in your exam, start a protest in your school until the lecturer is fired. Shine a light on those who, under the cover of darkness, steal away your success. Use social media. Invite the print media. They are your friends. In the darkest days of the dictatorship of the Abacha regime, the media was the true shining light of our desire to be one country, bound in freedom, peace, and unity. We have no other country. You are never too small or too big. Neither are you too young or too old to stand up and fight for a Nigeria where there's opportunity for all. For a Nigeria where your grades in schools are based upon honest work and not on favors done for lecturers or teachers. For a Nigeria where you can get a job on the strength of your achievements and not based upon who you know or where you are from or what religion you belong to. For a Nigeria where there's 24-hour electricity, pipe-borne water, good roads, good schools, great hospitals, and high-speed internet. For a Nigeria where quality education and medical care are available to all, irrespective of ability to pay. For a Nigeria that has one factory in every town and not one church or mosque on every street. For a Nigeria where your achievements are limited only by your dreams and your hard work. For a Nigeria where life and limb are secure wherever you go. For a Nigeria where you get justice based upon the merit of your case and not based upon the bribe you give. For a Nigeria where you can trust the police to do their job without fear or favor. For a Nigeria where resources are for all and not for a chosen few with their families. And for a Nigeria that can take its rightful place amongst the great nations of the world. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call, obey. Thank you.